So to start to take this apart, you are going to take your screwdriver, flip the unit over. There are 4 screws that you're going to take out now. Right now, we're going to have this unplugged. Again, always use your ESD protection. Flip the unit over. 4 screws here, 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 and here. You're going to remove. I have already done that, so we can take this off, and the bottom just comes off. You're going to check for workmanship on the inside. Make sure all the wire routing looks like this, that there's nothing getting into the motor over here particularly. All right, next, on 120-volt units only, you're going to remove the power switch here. So to do that, you're going to take your mini flathead screwdriver. You're going to come in onto the tabs of this switch, pressing down slightly. You're going to push each of them in one at a time. There we go. You can see here I have one side somewhat out. That loosens the one side. And then I'm going to go around the other side and push on those tabs until I pop the other side out. A little bit of downward pressure, a little bit of pushing on the tabs, and there we go. That pops out. What that does is it gets us to be able to go right in here to the potentiometer. And if you can see in there, there's a little blue potentiometer switch. So you put your tool in, you're going to turn it all the way down. Leave the tool in as you come here. Next, we're going to put a little reflective tape on here. Going to plug the unit into power source. Bring it to 1. Turn it on. We might need to raise it up in order to bring it back down. And we're just going to adjust it so that it's going fairly slow. So it stopped right now because I turned it all the way down. I'm going to adjust this to going slow. And we want this to be going 500 RPM plus or minus 150. A little bit faster than that. A bit too fast. Adjust it back down. There we go. All right, now we're going to turn this to the 5 position. Make sure it increases in speed. And we're going to look for 1250 RPM. Five. Great. Okay, that's in. The low speed, we turn it up to 5. I'm getting 2500 RPM instead of the 1250 RPM at 5.
2500.
Yep.
So like double.
Yep. Turn it up to 10. Which I don't understand because
10
I got it in before.
should be between 3000 and 3500.
This is like 28, 10. 2800, almost exact. 2803. Turn it down to 5.
5 between 1000 and 15.
Still getting 25.
Could there be doubling even with the reflective tape?
Shouldn't be. This isn't going all the way around. See, the other one was doubling because it's getting one here and one there. This, because it's going around like that, only has one side hitting it at any point in time.
So at 5, it was 2500, and at 10, it's 2800.
Yeah.
Very little difference.
2800 exact. 5. 24. 2519. 2523. I think it's how it's reading it rather than. 2510, 2514. 2515.
Do you want to try calibrating again?
Let's bring it back to 1 and see if it needs to be. I don't think it'll need to be. Understand it. says that it's 8 something. 806.
At the one, okay. You're killing
So the 5 is still 50 plus 1 is 250.
it. Yep, that's what we have.
10.
618.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's better.
618's on the high end, but still in the range.
But yeah, but I'm gonna. This you can really. Oops, gone the wrong way. This you can really set. I can get it nice and slow.
So you can try to get it like as close to 500 as possible.
Yeah. That's around 300.
So at one setting it was too high and the other setting was too low. It's gonna be tough to know what we want to get.
Here's an issue. Do they have something that they test this on? Because as I'm pushing this in, as this sits down, it's slowing this.
Oh,
So we need to get a fixture for this. Same fixture?
I see anything to the testing. The testing.
It's definitely when it's sitting on this switch, it's going slower,
just gonna.
quite significantly slower. Well, it's not this fixture, but that'll help. You can see even now it's going almost 900 RPM. $459, $466. I mean, that's in. Let's see what it does at 5. $2,500. 10. 2807.
That's almost exactly.
Yeah. Down to 1. Almost exactly 500. All right, what we're going to do, can you turn out the lights? We're going to try a strobe.
We have strobe here.
Yeah, this is a strobe. Yeah. to see. I was able to get this before. It's tough to see. It's 300, 334. $634. $400. $471. Okay, that's good.
So when we do the video, this won't be necessary, right?
I'm hoping not. The problem is,
I mean, it's more for reference rather than.
it is necessary to get it correct in front of them. Yeah, 2440
For the 5?
for the 5. That's not good.
You know, I think we can try 120 volt.
2800. What's that?
I think we can try 120 volt.
Oh, this is a 120 volt.
Yeah, this one.
Oh, the thing, is it plugged in that?
Yeah, it's plugged into this, but I
Oh, you can tell.
changed the voltage.
Yeah.
Wait, how is it plugged into high voltage? It's kind of, I think it has 2 different plugs, right?
Voltage here.
It should be plugged here. Not here.
Okay, maybe.
But it's a 60 or it's not 50.
Okay.
For 120.
So what? This comes.
Yeah, so low voltage, low range, and that's high range. That's only for 230 volt.
Oh, okay,
For 120.
but it's on high range, 120
Yeah,
volts.
it's not, it shouldn't be a high range.
Okay.
That's why.
So maybe. Let's see.
We have a little power cord for 120. Evan, can you see if there's any power cords or faster? 120
You
or
want
60.
60 hertz?
Yeah.
I think we say between 50 and 60 hertz that they're used for.
I know, but technically.
Yeah. Okay.
Over 120, over 60. Especially the calibration.
Yeah.
It works. Yeah. I think anyone of these should work. Whatever it's going to do, we take it out.
Yes. Oh. That's yours.
Okay. There you go.
on 1.
It was still getting.
Down.
Plus,
Okay.
Where did I put the leash tool? The trim pot tool. There.
Oh, it's right there.
Great. Okay. There. Turn it up. Up until it starts going. Just down until it's within range. Good. It's 5. Yeah, there we go. That did it. So that was 1350.
It sounds like it's in range at 5, yeah.
Yeah, 5, and then 33 at
It
10.
is in range for 10, yep.
Okay.
cool.
All right. So that's the calibration. I thought it was easy the first time I
Yeah.
did it.
So it said 120, but it wasn't actually delivering 120.
No, it's a weird. Yeah, you have a different outlet for 120 and 230.
Okay.
Was delivering 120, but was. Yeah, I don't get how that works. I'm not too sure.
All right, then we're going to testing. So we approximately 3,000. Okay.
Yeah, we'll have both power plugs. We'll do that.
So now we're going to test. Put it back on. Just put it back on the base. Go on. Drop it down to 5. Check that it's around 1250. It's at 1366, which is within the plus or minus 250.
Yes.
Okay. Back up to 10. $33.19, which is within
3,500.
3,500. Turn it down to 1. And it goes slow. Okay. There's the test. We go back up to 5. Test it again. Good. Back up to 10. Test it again. Several checks on this. Good. Okay. Okay. Turn it off. Put it in touch mode. Sorry. standby and then touch mode. So that should be, turn the unit to standby mode. Then to touch mode. So you're going to want to, I think that's straight out of yours. So originally it said to off mode and then to standby, to off mode and then to touch. And it's actually to standby mode and then to touch. Press down on the head mount to see if touch mode will run. Good.
So it's just changing off to standby,
Yes.
even though they kind of mean the same thing, but
No, they don't, because this is speed off. That's off. This
Off, like
this
on the
is
knob and
standby. Yeah. Okay, turn the rocker switch back to standby mode. Glad we're doing this.
So it's 2 times. You saw that?
Yep. Turn the unit off. Now we can unplug the unit, push the switch back in, make sure all the wiring is still in place, and reattach the bottom housing. 1, 2.
True.
Bless you.
Thank you.
3 and 4. Okay, next we are going to show you what to do when a foot pops off. If a foot pops off, it really takes a lot to get a foot off.
Fine.
So the foot here has this little tab that goes down into the little recess here. If after the foot breaks off, that the tab has broken off in that recess there. If I can push that in, you can see it. Good. That's okay. The foot can be glued on flat, but that just positions the foot back on. Do we have any glue? It's no big deal if we don't. I'll leave it off. I'll leave the foot off so that we can do it.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is put 11 little dabs of Loctite 411 on the foot. Now this is just an aesthetic foot. The suction cup feet are what keep it in place. Put the dabs on. Push the foot into place. Hold it for about 30 seconds. Ensure that there are no drips around the outside that would.
Can you from the side again? Was that like a gap that I see, or was it just?
Looks
Here?
like a slight gap. Yeah, can I see it?
Yeah, because I didn't tighten this down all the way.
Yeah, there you go. Just so it doesn't look obvious.
There we go.
Oh, there you go. That's much better.
I'll do that during the presentation. I'll
Yeah.
fully tighten it, but keep it pressed in there for 30 seconds. It takes 24 hours for the Loctite to get to full strength, but 30 seconds for it to set. And then you're good. And you're going to do the testing as the
Yeah, just put it onto the man.
Yeah. go to the safety guide or the service manual for the final packing and testing. Okay. think we should do this one more time.